For today's video, guys, I'll be teaching about the aristocracy of New Orleans, who ruled from 1718 all the way until 1862, when the Civil War brought their lifestyles, fancy lifestyles, crashing down. Since I'm doing an aristocratic lesson today, I think I should look the parts. Find my cape, so this stuff will have to... No. This stuff is gonna have to... Here we go, like an 1800 gentleman or something. I actually did find my cape, so now I'm fully ready to give a history lesson. So let's choose some New Orleans history books that I can give you the history of the aristocracy of New Orleans. So in the beginning, what I'm doing, New Orleans wasn't even British. I should be trying more of a French accent. In the beginning, La Nouvelle-Orléans was nothing but a swamp. I don't want you to focus on the guy, I just want you to focus on the bayou. Well, that was what Nouvelle-Orléans looked like in the beginning. It was just a swamp. This isn't even a French accent. So literally, New Orleans was nothing but a swamp. It was just a bayou. It was just swamp land and mosquitoes and alligators and yeah, it was just a swamp. We'll just put you right there. So Red Dead Redemption 2 gave you guys an example of what New Orleans, French accent. So Red Dead Redemption 2 gave you an example of what New Orleans looked like. It was a swamp. So now I give you the history of how the French came here. The movie started. So in the beginning, New Orleans was just a swamp. I already told you that, but no French person wanted to go, so the King of France had to like take people in prisons and orphanages, and he had to kidnap bad people in France and send them to New Orleans. So like New Orleans was like a hellhole in the beginning because it just had bad people from France. So soon enough, the French went up the Mississippi River, and it was like, we're gonna build here. And then pretty soon, New Orleans would become like one of the biggest cities, not only in America, but the world. No. But this is in the 1800s, guys. This is not the 1700s when the French first came. So the rich people actually did come, guys, but like they came to flee from like getting their heads cut off like during the French Revolution. And there was, even before that, there was French aristocracy in New Orleans. Y'all can't see what's going on. Oh my gosh. Zoom out. But yeah. So the French aristocracy, they've been there at least since 1720s. And what they're about to eat. The French aristocracy be eating their slaves. Disclaimer, that did not happen in real life. I don't think vampires are real. The French aristocracy are not vampires. But vampires, like vampire movies are really popular in New Orleans. Like Interview with the Vampire, this movie, Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Slayer, bunch of movies, vampires, New Orleans, etc. Guys, I think it's also important to note out that there was free people of color also, prosperous African Americans. Now they weren't full African, they were half white. Their ancestors were slaves, and then the French masters would get with the slaves and rape. But the offspring that the French masters had with the slaves were these beautiful mixed race children. They were called gentils, and they would attend lavish balls, and the mothers would be in charge of it, and the white man she approved of her daughter, would be the man she would choose, and it'd just be like a cycle, like keep generations going, keep making them whiter, so eventually they could be free. Hopefully that made sense to you guys. All good things have to come to an end. I mean, the Southern aristocracy, New Orleans wasn't a good thing because it relied on slavery. What you're seeing there, guys, was the flag that was just up was the OG Confederate flag, and they're putting up the American Confederate. No, they're putting up the American flag, just America in general. So when the South lost the war, they lost their money, they lost their slaves, their way of life ended basically. So guys, this is a very interesting fact I think you should know. So the Southern women did not like the Yankees, so he made a law, General Order Number 28, that it was legal to do whatever you want to a New Orleans woman if they insulted you.
Real Southern fried chicken. What's this? So you're afraid a Yankee might press against you, huh? Well, that's an insult. You bear my witness. Right, Corporal. You seen it?
You would learn some decent manners.
Well, you're no better than a hooker. You're no better than those slap busters following General Hooker's army. White!